Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters. So I found this super old kit in my collection. I think it's from like 2018 that I made this kit, so super old. It's mostly my mind's eye, but there is a whole sticker sheet from Heidi Swap as well. And so I just thought I need to get this used up. So I had almost a complete half of a 12 by 12, but just not quite. There's a tiny bit, a bit of a chunk missing from the corner, but I think I can make it work. So I'm just going to stick the two halves of my paper together to make a hole, and I'm going to cover that bottom corner with a flower off the sticker sheet, of the Heidi Swap sticker sheet. There's the sticker sheet there. And I'm really going to go to town with the beautiful flowers on this and just lay them all across the diagonal and use as many of them, in fact not as many of them as I can, all of them. I'm going to use them all. Just been holding on to this for so long, it's time to play and get it done. So at first I was only going to use the pink ones, but I'm like, no, let's do it, roll with it. I don't think I use much else off the sticker sheet, or apart from some of the golden sprigs, I mostly just go with the flowers. So I'm going to pop up my photos. It's a pretty simple layout, this one, I think. Didn't overthink it too much, just roll with it. I must say it's not one of my favourites, I'm going to put that out there, but I'm really happy to have used this kit, and I'm really happy to have the memory recorded, and it's certainly not bad. Like, it's not a bad layout in any way, shape or form. It's just not one of my favourites. I don't know what it is. I think maybe the flowers don't match. Like, there are two different types of flower, there are two different styles of flower, even though they're on the same sticker sheet, so I just put them together because I needed more, but I think when I look at it, I don't like that they're, not the same type, maybe? I'm not really sure what I think, but anyway, it really doesn't matter. I decided to use these little scraps of the flowers because I knew there wasn't that many flowers to be used, so I wanted to try and include as many of them, or as much of it as I could. To utilize it all, basically. I wouldn't always, like, that kind of a scrap I would definitely toss, but as I said, I just knew I would need it, so I'm just adding that on, trying to layer it up so it doesn't look too like it's just been shoved on there because it was bitsy. That flower there I just put on, I just feel like it doesn't match any of the others, but that's okay. Pull off some of the golden flourishes because the triangle paper, the colourful triangle paper, has some gold highlights in it, so I want to keep including the gold. And there's an ampersand on the sticker sheet, so I thought I'll go with a really complex title, Mummy and Me, and use the ampersand and just having a little play. Nothing too... You can pretty much see right from the start where this layout is going. Just a diagonal spread all the way across with the florals, and that's about it. Very simple. I probably could speed this up to like 4 times the speed and it would still be cohesive and easy to follow and understand and not give you a headache, but I won't. I'll keep it as it is. As it is, it's only a 10-minute video, so that's not too bad. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit funny. I am talking quietly. It's not that late, it's only 8:30, but everyone in my house has had a very big week. It is the first week back after school holidays, so hubby has just had 6 weeks off after his hip replacement, so just getting back into the swing of it's been a little bit of a challenge for him, so then therefore it's been a challenge for everyone else because Jack's used to having dad at home for 6 weeks, and so is Tom, so everyone's just a bit... Except me. It's just normal for me. Ask me when I go back to work next year. So Mummy and Me, just got to move that little gold flourish because I don't like it sticking underneath the stickers. Those are just stickers from my stash. Pop that on there somewhere. Yeah, beautiful. And I'm looking at the sticker sheet trying to see what else I can use, but I don't want to, make it too over the top or add things like there's a few random things on that sticker sheet like lemons, and some of the leaves are a bit more like tropicals feeling, and I didn't really want to have any of that on this particular page. So I'm basically done. I do find a few sequins, so I decide I'll throw a few sequins in the mix. Because I used the wooden ampersand, I did want to try and include a little bit of the wood feel, but if I can't, I can't. The little gold love hearts are cute, so they're getting added on. But now I'm just going to throw in a few sequins, sort of to be like enamel dots, and just call it done. Oh, I forgot about these. I find these flowers really hard to use because they're really quite chunky. But I decided with quite a floral layout, I could probably squeeze them on, that they don't look disastrous. So I end up using the flatter ones. There's some that are like really pointy, and I don't include those, but I do use the ones that sit a bit more flush to the page because they're not that much bigger than like the photos popped up or anything like that. So I do manage to get these on, and I just glue these on with glue. I sort of had started colour matching and then decided that wouldn't really work and I'd be better to contrast. So just making sure I've got a nice spread of the colours, of the orangey colour, coral. And then, I'm going to use a few sequins as well. So just going to glue all those on. They're quite stuck to the packaging, these acrylic flowers, very stuck. And that's taken me quite a long time to get them off. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Crazy. So photos. The two photos, they are from June, taken at the Merimbula Jazz Festival. We went up there. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that I sang at the Merimbula Jazz Festival. And so this was Tom's first weekend away from Dad, I think. I took the boys, but certainly not by myself. My mum and dad were there, and my sister and her son Lincoln were there. So it was sort of a Scott family trip because it was my side of the family. And Matt was more than welcome to come. He was invited to come. There was enough room for him to come. But Merimbula is 6 hours from Melbourne, and he is a massive Melbourne Football Club fan. And Melbourne play football on Monday, and he couldn't possibly miss the game. And he also works. So we would have had to leave first thing Saturday morning and come home Sunday night. And that would have been 12 hours in the car for 48 hours away. So it wasn't really worth it. Whereas I could leave anytime. So I left on Thursday and went down half the way to my parents' home, and then did the other half on Friday morning, and then I didn't come home until Monday. So I could definitely make it a lot more easier to travel for the boys and a lot more worth my while to make the trip. So one day he will give up watching every single football game live at the MCG and come on some more family holidays with us. One day. So I also had these beautiful sequins in my kit, so I am just adding those, a little bit like rhinestones or enamel dots. I do go a little bit crazy and add quite a lot of them, but I like them. They look really shiny here in the video, and I guess they are in real life, but they're sort of see-through, so they don't seem quite so in your face. Oh my god, there's 700 sequins on her page. I really like them. And so once those sequins are down, I of course add some Heidi Swap Colour Shine, and then I'm done. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks really good. So, as I said, it's not my absolute favourite layout, but I like it. I certainly don't not like it. It's just not my favourite. But it's done, and it's in the album, and it doesn't need to be, you know, hidden or redone or anything like that. It's gorgeous. So, I am done. My Hardy Swap Colour Shine has been added. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please pop around and see us again. Bye everyone.